Right, welcome back to the Mad Scientist Workshop, yeah? Okay. So, yeah. Where were we? Hey, I don't plan to necessarily... I mean, these are aluminum, right? They're gonna be hard to bend, right? Keep reasonably intact. How to get to this? Yeah, about right. That's about right. Is there a way to remove this first? I believe there actually is a way to remove the oven vent first. Ooh, that was loud. Packing peanuts. Oh. At least my stuff got here safe. Oh. Yeah, it's a hex... I mean a hex screw. It's gonna make things much easier. See, that's why I like to keep the magnets around. Keeps them from falling in the gravel. You noticed, the floor ain't wood or concrete. Oh! I'm gonna take good care of that thermostat. It might still be good. Oh! Oh, let go. Oh, come on. Oh, dear. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to get the... Ow! Yep. You might say this set of cheap knockoff vice grips was a terrible deal, considering one of them was broken within a week, but the rest of them, and they're like really slack in performance, but the rest of them are still with me 20 years later. Not bad, really, overall. Now these are interesting. I wonder why they made these user serviceable. Oh, let's find out, shall we? By user. Oh, yeah, let's take this off, huh? Something's still holding on? Yes. What? It is a screw on the back somewhere. Is what it appears. Yep. There's a screw on the back of this. It's preventing it from coming off. But I'll show you what I meant about user serviceable. These you can turn, supposed to be thumb screws, or with just a butter knife, really. As long as you got a strong butter knife. Yep. Broken loose. They're, greased up and gummed up. Stuff. Anybody else go ouch when there's a loud noise, even if it doesn't actually hurt your ears? Just like, oh no, I didn't mean to make that loud noise. Just me? Oh, well, don't let me forget that. But yeah, look at that. This is pretty cool. Kind of prone to corrosion, but worth stowing in a jar to reuse, I'd say. Oh, come on. go. And I believe this whole bottom pan is now going to lift out for cleaning. Or something. Yep, there we go. Gosh, sharp edges. Haha. Oof. Woo! Oh boy. Well, well. Look, the mouse was really industrious. One of them. I've got a hex nut there. Heat shield. That's not exactly reusable, is it? It would sure smell bad if you heated it up. Right. Yeah, look at that. Straight blade. Thumb screw. Nice. That deserves special treatment. In the tray it goes. Coffee break. Yes, I'm setting my coffee thermos on a trash can lid. It's a lab trash can. It's not like it's gross or anything, right? Oh. And I do need to start concerning myself with these wires a bit, maybe. Just checking the recording, that's all. Positioning. I hope the position's good. I'm not gonna know until I'm done. I've never tried this mounting scheme before, and yeah, it's cold in here. It's not warm in here. I mean, it's... I should use a can opener instead. There. Oh. By the way, a lot of these pieces of metal are very sharp at the edges. They were stamped, but nothing else was done, like smoothing edges and anything. Boom. Got it. That's our plug. I think that's our main power cord plug, actually, which I've already removed. But let's see about getting this out of the way. At this point, I just want to break it off. Does anybody mind? I wonder if I can just kind of walk it back, right? I don't think it's working. There's the offensive little item. Any points of ingress? Not really. Just that one right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try about like there. Alright. Should be about right. Hard to tell all these things when you're looking at it with a single eye. I swear this is like working on a car. Lots of blind stuff going on. Unlike working on a car, though, I don't care. Like, I'm never putting this back together, so... Oh, wait. If I just get enough... Purchase... You know, I watched a guy on YouTube. He was doing this back in the 90s. Like, probably in Arkansas or something like that. He's having 1 to, like, 25 ton concrete pillars and blocks and things like that poured, and then he's demonstrating how you can use them using like nothing but how you can move them using nothing but plywood and boards and things, and just like and metal fulcrums and like, you know, it took him a few hours, but all by himself. He literally walked by wiggling it back and forth, quote, walked, like you pick up a heavy piece of furniture like a refrigerator or dryer or something, and you'd like walk it across the room, like by corner to corner to corner kind of thing. All by himself. One man. One average looking dude. Oh, and he also rigged up his barn. Like he had this, probably be the equivalent of a 3-car garage plus barn. And he's just... It took him a few days after the setup was complete of all the fulcrums, and he just by himself was moving his entire barn in one piece across the field. It's just like, what? But you know, that's something to be said for a bunch of incremental movements and not being too frustrated by how much time it's taking and how much it seems like you're moving backwards as much as forwards. Because he would move backwards. He'd move that 20-ton block back and forth and back and forth, same as like his barn. Like, for hours, he was moving it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Inching closer to where he was wanting to go. By the end of the day, he had moved it. He had moved it something like 10 feet. A 25-ton. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to use it for... I have no idea. Put that with that. Much better. This is like all kinds of loose now, by the way. But yeah. It's just amazing how much he was able to do all by himself. Eventually, his kids came along and decided to help him move the barn because it looked like fun, probably. Like why they weren't out there helping Daddy move the flipping barn across the yard. From the beginning, I don't know. Because if Dad said he could pick up an entire barn, my dad said he could pick up an entire barn, well, I'd be dubious, and I'd be like, yeah, right. Like he could move it across the yard. Yeah, I'd be like, Right, okay. He'd be like, no, I know a way. I wouldn't disbelieve him. I wouldn't believe him either. And once I saw him actually get it moving, I'd be like just spinning around. Like spinning around 40 degrees at a time. God knows how many tons that barn weighed. Okay. There we go. Now... Okay. Alright. Good grief, look at that. What a mess these rodents make. Okay, white wires. These are the igniters. Oh, does it? Comes off this way. Come on. You know, when I was taking this apart, thought, I wonder just what kind of technology is it using to light these burners, but Harper Wyman Cool Light model 65 20 120 volts AC 60 hertz 4 milliamps. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What else is this? This is also going there. So this is one of those squeeze, pull, or wiggle and pull usually, but in this case it was easy. Oh, and that thing that I really wanted to salvage, or, hope to salvage. Goodness, look at this. Positive rat's nest in here. I mean, mouse nest in here. No kidding. Alright. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How does this come off? Because one option is for the moment I leave the thermostat behind. I mean, the whole thing has to be disassembled, right? There we go. Oh, my mistake. Assembled in Mexico, not China. There we go. Yeah, it was NAFTA. Post-NAFTA, apparently. Oh, okay. Number 2 Phillips. There. Yeah. Who knew? I think we acquired the house that this was in 96? These are kind of specialized. I should put them back on the thermostat. But, bloop. Ow! Oh, God, that's sharp. Wonder what sort of PPE they had in Mexico while they were building these, huh? Boy, if I'd known that this, well, no, never mind, it wouldn't work. But hey, that's pretty cool. I can, I could set this thing up, this thermostat up as a, I don't know, to cook stuff or something if I had propane, which I don't. peel off this insulation. Well, I probably should bag this up. This is really what I'm after today. Oh. Now, just in case anyone doesn't know, fiberglass is coated with a... Can you imagine being a baby mouse and growing up in this stuff? Mommy, I'm itchy. Mommy, I'm itchy. I am too, honey. Cannot understand why. We're all so itchy, there's no fleas. Alright. Well. And I have a breathing disorder. Now, why would that be? What was I saying? Oh, yes, fiberglass. This is high-temperature fiberglass, because it's used around an oven, kiln, furnace. You get the idea. But all types of fiberglass are coated with resins. The kind that you put in your house is not suitable for use around a... Oh, boy. Look, there's a kink. That's bad. The kind of fiberglass that you put behind your walls in your house is not... Why? Is not suitable for use around an oven. You can't just, pull some out of a bat that you have for your house or your attic and stick it around your oven, because the temperature tolerance is insufficient to handle the oven temperatures. They're both, fire resistant, and they will both, and in fact, nice. In fact, the stuff you put it behind your walls is coated with resin that will actually suppress fire as soon as it melts. However, it's probably highly carcinogenic, and, it's why you don't want your house to catch fire. Just one of the many reasons. Because of the high carcinogenicity, probably, I'm just guessing, of the flame retardant that will start to melt and burn. It's not the fiberglass itself burning, like if you take a torch to a bat of fiberglass, it's not the fiberglass, like the glass fibers themselves melting. No, it's the oh, look, lid switch. It's not that. It's the resin that it's coated with to try and prevent you from breathing too much of it, among other things, and also to put out a fire actively if it's exposed to direct flame. Now, of course, that's if you put it around your oven, it's going to heat it above that point, and it's going to start releasing its flame retardant chemicals. And as we all well know, or have heard at some point, flame retardant chemicals tend to be deadly. Not immediately, but someday. So, yeah. Fine if you're in open air and you want to risk it for an experiment, but don't put this around your own oven or your own barbecue and expect everything to be hunky-dory. Stainless wire wrap. I'll use that later, probably, on something. I guess I'm going to go ahead and bag this up. Or I could keep going because I got to get this stuff down the side as well. Let's see, we've got 1, 2. I think everything